We're a distance education school which specialises in the study of foreign languages. Our teachers pride themselves on being able to personalise the curriculum for every student. Listen to our students and teachers as they tell you about how we operate and the best ways to study a language via distance education.
So that students and parents are comfortable with the course requirements and understand how distance education works best, each language offers an orientation day for students, as well as an information night for parents early in Term 1. We also conduct face-to-face lesson days every term, whereby the teachers assist students to refine their language skills.
My name is Isabella and I'm studying 200 hours Spanish and I'm in Year 10.
My name is Rose. I study distance education Chinese beginners.
Hi, my name is Damien and I've been studying at the Open High School for about 3 years now.
And what have you been studying?
German.
Hi, my name's Karen and I study Heritage Japanese through distance education.
Hi, I'm Josh and I study Heritage Japanese in Year 11.
My name is Yulia and I've started studying Russian at distance education this year.
My name is Jonathan and I've been studying Japanese through distance education.
What about your study routine at school?
So at school I try and really make sure I knuckle down and be as productive as I can in the time I have. Normally I go to the library and I find a quiet spot. I print out my coursework because I find that a lot easier and set myself a goal to have a unit complete every week. So in terms of studying, the important things I screenshot them on my computer and then I put them all into one document and then I print that out when I need to revise and make a booklet of vocab and conjugations and that kind of thing because I think that's really helpful to have and it's a really good resource.
The way I organise it is after every lesson every week I go through all my work and I do the recommended homework within the week. I just try and stay on top of things as much as I can.
So when I study Japanese, I have a Moodle course and every week I send through my answers online, and also I have a written component, so I will print that out, write my answers and then mail it to my teacher.
My study routine is mainly I would set aside probably an hour a day and also doing a bit extra if I can.
Well, we have a set period on our timetable for German. If I don't get it done, then I take it home and do it as homework.
During the periods I'm generally doing work from the internet, so I log into Moodle and then I can look at all the work that I have assigned, and a lot of it is work on the computer at the moment. And then every week I have a telephone lesson that goes for about 15 minutes with my teacher.
Any tips for managing the online Moodle right from the beginning?
So Moodle, I think it's really important that if your language has things like characters or accents that are specific to the language, that you have them open as well on your laptop or computer, whatever you're using for Moodle, so that you're able to easily transfer them onto Moodle, because you have to get the things perfect on Moodle because that's how it grades you. It's not as lenient as having a teacher, so you just need to make sure you're doing it well and you're reviewing it.
Another good thing is that you can move ahead whenever you like, and you can do it whenever you like. So you could do it at home and instead of just studying within school hours.
I study every night after the phone call, so I'm prepared for the next one.
And if any issues arise or there's something you don't understand, how can you overcome that?
It's very easy. It's really, you can send emails to your teacher and they'll clarify anything, or you can ask them during the telephone lesson. There's a lot of people to help with the system.
If I have any issues, I will email her, or I have a speaking lesson every Friday, and so I'll talk to her then.
What's the best parts about attending lesson days?
Lesson days are so great because you get to talk to people who are doing the same course as you, and when you meet someone who does Open High School, it's a really good moment because you both have the same experience of having to be self-disciplined and motivated. It's just really good to meet people who are also interested in the language and are self-motivated and quite passionate.
For our new students or future students, could you give any tips about studying via distance education?
Try to stay on top of the work and make sure that you do a little bit every day.
Some tips are always be organised and motivated.
My tips would be to keep self-motivated.
And the most important thing is to keep determined and keep consistent with what you're doing.
If you're studying by distance education, I think it's really important to have good time management. since you're the only person studying it, you don't have a class or a teacher always there for you. You have to be very motivated, and you have to have a good timetable so you don't fall behind.
Definitely make sure it's a language you like doing. Don't just pick any random language. You have to make sure you're interested in the culture as well as the language, and stay on top of your work so you don't get far behind.
Don't get distracted.
My tips would be, make sure you study your vocab regularly. If you have allocated lessons at school, make sure you use them for your language study, and be prepared for your phone lessons.
Regular contact with your teacher. That means either over the phone, email, on a weekly basis. And if you're not able to, for example, to call or to do your work, you need to let your teacher know.
My tips would be not to be afraid of making mistakes.
My tips are, I think, to be organised. I think, having organisational skills. On the phone lesson front, you need to be prepared, and you need to work consistently, through the online course. Just do a little bit at a time. Don't leave things till the very end.
Well, my tip is to be always organised for your phone lessons. And with distance education, you really need dedication and motivation, so constantly revising.
You need to work consistently by yourself and with your teacher and have that support.
And also do homework at home like you would for any other subject. So maybe 2 or 3 hours a week, serious homework, learning vocabulary, going over your work, and also keep in contact with your teacher. They're there to really help and support you. Really important.
We look forward to starting you on your language study journey.